Okay, we're here today to talk about a series of different tests that we have to take care of, well, limits of different series and figure out if they converge or diverge or whatnot. The first one that we're going to look at is the test called the ratio test. So for this one, we have a series, infinite series, that has positive terms, and we're going to look at the ratio r. It's the limit, as k goes to infinity, of ak plus 1 over ak. So basically we're looking at the ratio of one term to the previous term. And the test works as so. If this ratio is between 0 and 1, our series will converge. If this ratio is strictly greater than 1, our series will diverge. And if this ratio is 1, this is inconclusive. So let's use this test on the series sum k equals 1 to infinity of 10 to the k over k factorial. Now, note, we actually could do this in other ways, but we're going to continue just to use this as an example for our ratio test. So our ratio here, if you use the k plus 1 term over the k term, is 10 to the k plus 1 over k plus 1 factorial, and 10 to the k over k factorial. Well, 10 to the k plus 1 over 10 to the k is 10, and if you flip these around, you end up with k factorial over k plus 1 factorial. But k plus 1 factorial can be written as k factorial times k plus 1. So this is 10 over k plus 1. If you take that limit as k goes to infinity, that goes to 0. So that means this converges. Because if r is greater than or equal to 0 or less than 1, then our series converges. So we have just proved convergence here. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure if we could do this one in another way. I don't think we could. I think this is the way we had to do this. I have another example of the ratio test. Now this one we could actually do with the integral test, but it would be much more painful. I'm doing the same thing. We're going to look at ak plus 1 over ak, and the limit as k goes to infinity. Here that's 2 to the k plus 1 over k plus 1 to the 99th over 2 to the k over k to the 99th. Well, as you work that out, I changed this into multiplication by the reciprocal. And as you go across, you end up with 1 2 left over, and then a k to the 99th over k plus 1 to the 99th. Well, if you look at that limit, that's the limit of 2 k to the 99th over k plus 1 to the 99th. Well, k to the 99th over k plus 1 to the 99th goes to 1, and 2 times 1 is 2. So because this limit is not between 0 and 1, that means that our series diverges. Okay, we have one more. No, we do not have one more. That is our final example of the ratio test, and we're going to stop right there.